still going, and there's number 3.
Roy, as a teenager, was always very determined, as he is now. He was very small for his age, but that didn't stop him, really.
He was on a mission from the outset. That is this small guy who was going to prove he was tough enough to make it in the big league.
It certainly took Keane time to get his big break, but when Roy finally signed for the legendary Brian Clough in the summer of 1990, there was no holding him back.
What was exceptional about Roy Keane, as far as that he'd only just come over from Cove, I think, and Cloughie put him in the team straight away.
And I'd say his attitude was, right, I'm going to show these lads what I can do.
Keane. Glover. Keane again, it's Roy Keane.
He was going to get straight in there and compete. And he did, and he was astonishingly good very quickly at Forest.
Lineker. Terrific header there, Roy Keane.
Then, of course, the big thing was who would he join afterwards. I mean, Kenny Dalglish wanted him to join Blackburn, and Arsenal were looking for him, but he clearly made the right decision.
The right decision was to sign for the new Premiership champions for a then British record fee of £3.75 million.
There would have been no, needing to prove himself at Man United. I think the feeling that Ferguson would have had, that all the United players would have had, is this guy is right at our level.
Roy Keane was at his best when Manchester United were up against him. In other words, they were winning 1-0 at Old Trafford and the other team was getting on top. Roy Keane was the one that would get United back on it.
In the sense that he contributed so much, he brought the best out of very good players in United, and inevitably United began to dominate, and Keane was the dominant player in a dominant team.
By the time Keane was appointed captain of Manchester United, he had established himself as the key player in the Irish team under Mick McCarthy, and as a man with an international reputation.
You saw the respect that other international footballers had for Keane. And I suppose the day that really stood out was when Holland came to Lansdowne Road.
Right from the first minute against Holland, when he Overmars, I was trying not to swear what he did to Overmars, but he certainly let him know he was there. I think was the old commentator's favourite.
That's Numan, and Roy Keane with the first big tackle.
For him, a win was the only thing that really mattered, and second best wasn't good enough. And that was the example in the Dutch match of how you drive yourself and your colleagues to achieve what you want to achieve.
Now Roy Keane, you can always depend on him.
What Roy Keane wanted to achieve was to lead the Irish team to the 2002 World Cup finals in Japan and South Korea.
And a little cross in there, and it's come through here. McAteer!
Well, he certainly achieved what he wanted to achieve. It's just that things didn't quite go to plan once he got there.
A lot of people say, well, it's typical of Roy, and Roy should really shut up, but I can't.
You could just get him at the wrong moment. It's like Buckaroo, you don't be standing there with all goes off. It's just drip. I think that was Saipan.
Having qualified in the way that we did, and Roy Keane was such an influential figure in that qualification, that what happened was very, very sad, I think, for everybody.
Despite what happened in Saipan, Keane did return to the Irish fold and subsequently finished his career as one of the most decorated footballers in Irish history. The highlight clearly being voted as year number 5.
When he went to Forest, he became their best player. Went to United, he wanted to be their best player. He went on to be probably the best player ever to play for Ireland.
I think he divides a nation. I think, if you were to do a reverse, do the least popular sportsman, I think he'd comfortably make it into the top 10 as well.
He can be controversial, can be different, but that's him. Maybe it's the fact that when you're that good, you have that quirkiness about you.